It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, that the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change, the extra espresso shot to change the things I can, and one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.
Good morning!
Good morning!
Hello, Rabbit.
How are you doing, Muriel?
I'm just waking up. And it's cold and rainy here today.
Here today, so.
Yeah, it's not cold and rainy yet, but we're about to get thunderstorms. So very, very frightening.
All mine last night were all east of us. They were headed your way, so. They were all in the reds. And
really?
Like, oh, God, thank God I don't have them, because I really don't want them. My dogs don't like thunderstorms.
Looks like we're going to get cloudy between 1 and 2, and that's it.
Well, I don't mind rain.
Showers tonight. Thunder and lightning ones.
Right, I don't mind rain, and it's not a big deal because that's what it's doing now. But when it's thunderstorms, when it's thunderstorms, I love them personally, but my dogs hate them.
Well, I just before when the barometric pressure drops, the whole house feels it. We know it dropped. It's just something that affects all of us, mostly on joints and stuff. And I'm like, oh shit, it's gonna rain. Or the oldest is being a terror, and then I know it's gonna rain.
Yeah.
If I didn't feel it, he did.
Yeah. It's like with the swelling in my hands. I mean, you can just see it. It's you know. But that's because I'm still just getting back into taking my thyroid meds from my test last week. Cool. So I'm working my way back to where I should be, and hopefully some of the swelling will go down. My legs and stuff are killing me. So.
Do you have compression socks?
I wish.
You need compression
but I
socks.
But I got ace bandages at work just as well. So
I'm all about. I want to get the ones that they put on you in the hospital and they squeeze and let go.
Yeah.
I love them damn things. Hi, Mama Chris. Every time I've had a kid, they've put them on me. And they're like, we'll take these off as soon as
what
possible.
are we putting on you?
Compression socks.
They're like, it's like a boot. And it grows tighter and lets go. It's basically pumping all the swelling out of your legs. And
my grandma got those after her knee surgery.
I love them damn things.
I had them
too. And they told me that most people want them off right away. I'm like, no, I could wear these for freaking ever. I loved them.
No,
she puts them on, reclines in her chair, and just loves it.
No.
I had one when I had my knee replacement in 2010. So, but that was,
What happened? She pushed button. Did you push button?
I didn't push button.
Oh.
I was looking at tablet.
I'm so sorry. I was on another page and I hit the so far the page down. And
Vixie, time to go spank the hubby.
I am so sorry.
Too much.
The feather flogger. The feather flogger.
Don't spank the hubby. He might like it.
That's exactly.
That's why I said the feathered one. We don't want to hurt him.
I hate being tickled. My husband says he would pay to see somebody tickle me.
Because none of us are brave enough to do it to our own spouses.
These hands will fly. I hate it.
I have very few spots that I am ticklish, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, I'm ticklish all over. That's why I don't like being tickled. And I can kind of turn it off. I'm being tickled, but I'll still have a straight face. My youngest tries to tickle me all the time. I'm like, child, do you want to live? Because I'll eat you for dinner tonight.
Shizu!
Come here.
Shizu!
Since I've been an adult, my 2 dads and my husband are the only ones that can find the ticklish spot.
Mm-hmm.
I used to
My kids try.
I worked in a truck stop in my 20s.
Mm-hmm.
And we have obviously the truckers lounge and things like that. It wasn't a very big one, I mean, so the station where we stood to, make sure people come in and out of was over, it was right there where they walk in.
Mm-hmm.
And I had several that would just walk up and kind of talk over my shoulder. Those were more the regulars that I knew, and they were like, I can't scare you. Why can't I scare you?
I know you're there. I feel your presence.
And I was like...
Because we work retail.
I said, no. Well, no. I have kids. I have heads, eyes in the back of my head, I'm like, I just know you're there. Plus there's a bay window and I could see they were coming.
See everything.
But I didn't give that secret away.
I was beta testing White Wolf games, and we were playing Vampire the Masquerade. It's a live action role playing game.
Right.
So we're all dressed up and having a great time. We're on the Florida Tech University's grounds, and there's all kinds of neat stuff. But anyway, so I have this character who doesn't have the power of obfuscate, which means you go pretty much invisible. People don't see you, even if you're there. My character didn't have it, but down by the stairs, there's these 2 tall bushes, and I just backed up into them while 2 people were talking, and they looked around. They thought I had left, and then then they started talking about stuff like I needed to know, like, political shit, like who killed who, blah, blah, blah. And one of my people came down the stairs, and I actually put my hand over his mouth and pulled him in, and just shh. And here comes another couple of leaders of the games. And after they left, I'm like, go. And I walk up, and I'm walking up the path from that spot. And one of my friends looked at me and goes, how long have you been down there? I said, more than 20 minutes. Where? In the bush. Okay, you have to claim obfuscate for every single character you have if you can do it on your own. Oh, that was fun times. Taking dildos to Denny's. Crazy shit happened.
Taking dildos to Denny's. Sounds like the light of my life.
Well, you can take that picture or that video I sent you to Denny's, Rabbit.
Yes.
Yes.
I saw the video, but I already forgot what it looked like. I have to pay attention.
Basically, it's certain things you don't buy at a thrift store.
I would have bought it.
Now I'm curious.
It was just a really fancy tail that just goes in one way,
Oh. That was seriously at the Goodwill.
It was the resale store.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ew. I'm sorry, I'm having problems.
I mean, it was really shiny on the end. I think it was pretty clean. Looked fluffy. I'd use it.
If you ever get to the point where you're buying from thrift, call me. I'll get you one. God.
I will.
She'll pitch in. Oh,
Yep.
too funny.
So
that's
I don't
hilarious.
use Facebook much anymore, but I love when memories come up,
I don't know.
Right.
I thought you were going a whole other way
especially
with
when they're
that.
relevant to my life today.
Yeah.
So 8 years ago yesterday, I learned a new word off of Jeopardy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah?
Uni. Edible sea urchins gonads.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I thought you were going a whole another way with that.
I left.
I thought
No, I'm
you
just
buy
reading
pillows
it the
off
way that I
Facebook
posted it.
Marketplace.
No, I watched Jeopardy.
I got off of Facebook the day Trump went into office. I did
was
a
done. Whole lot of not removing, but hiding and unfollowing from because I never want to get rid of a person because their views differ than mine, unless they're an absolute bigot, racist, just bleh. I don't want to get rid of you because your views are different than mine. I love to have a debate. I learned so much from people with a differing opinion,
Mm-hmm.
and
Very
it
much so.
sometimes changes mine. But
and vice versa.
after that presidential run, there's still people that I don't see on my news feed. I have to go look for them.
Yeah. I knew I couldn't. I knew I couldn't take the politics that was going to slam Facebook because it was just
and
it was
it's
too
about
much.
to
And
start
they were
all
giving
over again.
Shit for my name. I haven't offered to send them a copy of my driver's license or my ID. Assholes.
Yeah, my family's all over it. And I'm like, you don't need to know my personal stuff. I moved away from you. Granted, it's only 4 hours, but it's like, if I wanted you to know, I would tell you. I will call you personally and tell you.
That's what I do with my family.
I don't
send
post,
pictures and stuff.
You know, I might do a game here and there or whatever on there, but I don't, or copy and paste from somebody else. But I don't put a lot of my personal stuff on there. I never have. And because it's just something I don't do.
Right.
And so I get family members that message me on Messenger and say, what's going on? Why are you not talking? It's like, because I don't want to. You know?
Because you're beating my ass.
Pretty much, you know. And I'm like, you know, it's a two-way street. If I want you to know something, I'll let you know. If not, you know, or if you want me to know something, you got my number, give me a call, you know, or whatever. And so,
too much work.
Yeah, so I go back through my memories, and a lot of them are from watching, you know, reality TV. You know, hey, are you guys ready to watch this or whatever? You know, that kind of stuff I would post. Not a big deal. But I have Messenger. That's all I need. I don't need to have my family in my business. And so I don't do much on Facebook otherwise.
We made new family. With Discord. We all in everybody's business.
We all in everybody's business. All up in there. Mama Chris, how much were those headphones? I need a new pair of headphones. These are
they were $149.
That's not
the
bad.
only thing that takes some getting used to is the weight.
Yeah,
because of all the electronics and everything. So I've been trying to wear them a couple of hours a day.
So you get used to it.
Yeah, well, with my headaches and the pressure. So I know I'll be fine over time, but I still bounce back and forth. But yeah, I love them.
And they look like they Bluetooth really well for Steam.
They do Bluetooth really well. They come with a really nice auxiliary cord.
Oh, cool. So if I have to plug in, I can.
Yeah.
Awesome.
The charger is super nice. I really like that one. It's not one of them cheap, flimsy things.
Yeah.
It comes with a very nice travel case that everything fits into.
Nice.
There's an app that you download on whatever device you want to use that adds extra colors and different settings. I can actually make them flash, but I don't do it on...
You should do it on the
YouTube.
internet.
Yeah, so that people don't have a reaction to it, but...
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
So I'm seriously considering them. It won't probably be until Christmas this year.
I like them. They have a really nice feel. Like, it's not too tight around the ears.
Good, because my
really
earrings
mobile.
hurt when it does that.
Right.
Let me see if I can get a good view. I mean, they're huge. They're bigger than my ears.
Oh yeah, those are nice. God,
Those
I
are
can't
nice.
put earbuds in my ear. My ear tries to eat them.
Yeah, we don't want to do that. You tried that, Mixie.
Yeah, the only kind of
remember
earbuds I could see you even doing is like the first generation AirPods, where it's all one piece.
I can't. The shape of iPods does not work for me at all.
I meant that style where it's all...
My favorite was actually one that went around my ear, and it had a mic, and it just kind of sat on my ear. This little thing. I guess a lot of truckers used to use them. I can't remember what they're called.
Another thing I've been seeing for earbuds, because people want the smaller, especially for like work and stuff, they have bone conducting earbuds.
I've tried those. They don't work for me.
I was wondering.
We had the collar ones.
I was worried with the interference of the machines at work, because I use the earbuds to noise cancel.
Yeah.
When I'm on a really loud machine. My bosses all know if Chris has two in, give her an hour or two just to... She'll take it out as soon as her headache is gone.
Yep.
So I don't know if a bone conducting one would, for one, play over the sound. And
if you do the one that's like around the neck right here, it basically uses your jaw as an amplifier. Which is kind of cool. And then you can hear it in your ears while other people can't hear it. It's a really neat concept. I don't think they're at the level where it works for everybody yet. I think that's what it is. I know I have a strong jawbone, so...
Yeah.
That's why we're all on the YouTube. We likes to talk.
The trick is getting them to shut up.
My son-in-law gave me these. They're the gaming ones. They're Turtle. I think they're called Turtle or something like that.
Turtle. That's the gaming
It's a popular brand.
I think so. Yeah, they're Turtle Beach. And he's like, because he did it when I first started on YouTube doing the makeup stuff, you know. And he's like, if you're gonna be there, you need these. I'm like, okay.
I like them. You're so much clearer.
Well, yeah, right. You know, like when we were talking when I first put them on today. I use them when I play on my Xbox because I can just connect it to the controller.
Oh, that's cool.
And so then I can listen to the music on Minecraft or whatever, and I don't have to.
If you could get one
TV volume up.
Yeah. If you could get one tech item tomorrow for free, what would it be?
That's a good question.
Whatever connects my gaming devices to the YouTube or the TikToks so that I can play games and...
I want a brand.
Yeah. I want
a whole new setup.
You need a capture card. Those aren't that
well,
bad.
You said one tech item that if you could get it tomorrow for free, that would be my one tech item. Because
if you're going to go for it, get one like
enough to keep me going.
Gatto.
I need a whole computer system.
What about you, Rabbit?
Included.
What?
If you could have one tech item free tomorrow, what would you get?
A new phone.
Awesome. Are we still working on that?
That's been given up on. I have too much other shit to do.
Oh,
it's still on the wish list.
On the wish list, though.
Yeah. Yes.
Because he wants that Pixel one. Like
I do want the Google Pixel 7.
See, I remember.
Those. I like my Google Pixels.
Oh, so does Dakota. He loves his Google phone.
Mine's just a
I don't care for
Verizon.
I do Verizon too. I like Verizon. I've worked with all the companies, okay? All of them since they started having phones. The first one I ever was with was AT&T because they're about the only ones at the time. I think T-Mobile
they gave you any
and AT&T when we first got it, and it was pricey. But my friend had given me her old phone, so I didn't have to get a new phone. But they've stolen my money before. They're like, you never paid that. Yes, I did. I know I paid it because at that point I was taking cash to the store and paying for them. And they wouldn't give me what's supposed to be on my list of things. Like usually the internet service sucked or something. So finally in BJ's Warehouse, which if you guys don't know what that is, it's like a Costco or a Sam's Club.
Mm-hmm.
There was this kiosk and two guys in suits behind the kiosk, and there was all these phones, and I went, oh, what's this? I picked up the Note 7. I think it was a Note 7. Note 5 by Samsung. Oh, I loved that phone. And they just drew me in. Verizon just drew me in.
This is actually, it's a Alcatel, and it's a prepaid phone.
Mm-hmm.
My husband,
I didn't know that Verizon does prepaid stuff.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Cool.
We pay for the two phones. We pay $60 a month.
That's not bad.
And it's.
I'm not even going to tell you what mine is.
It's. I mean, it's free data. I mean, unlimited data, unlimited. all that.
Yeah.
And that's not bad for prepaid.
Yeah, I just have to have something really strong because my kids, they call about my kids all the time.
Yeah.
Mostly they call hubby's phone, but they call mine too. And I just can't not have my phone around me.
Right.
Like my mother does. It drives me nuts.
Right.
Why have it if you've never got it charged?
I bought you a phone. I connected it to your car.
I've dropped this thing so many times, and Milo's dropped it so many times, and I just, it's not cracked, it's not broken, it's not, this. I have no issues with it.
I need to get a new hum for the car. Have you guys heard of that?
My husband, on the other hand, he works and he's dropped it in the freezer, so I mean, he's got the screen protector's cracked, but the phone itself isn't, and whatnot. But my tablet itself is actually through our local internet company. It's called Nextech, and we
only have one here.
Yeah, they've done really great with me. My tablet is a next gen 8th generation. The only problem I have on it is storage, because I have a lot of games on it.
Can you get a card? Or no?
I don't think I can. But
if it's iPad, they have not been putting it as. Yeah, they haven't been putting. That was the problem with my new one, because I have the 8th gen, and then I have another one.
Because I have to uninstall games in order to do updates, and it's ridiculous. Because then I can reinstall them, no problem, or offload the data and still have, still have to but that's because I have too many games on my tablet.
That's the only downside I've seen with iPads is no way for external storage without buying the cloud.
Yeah,
and that's the thing. I pay for the cloud. That's the thing. But I only paid the 99-cent one because that's all I can afford.
Google's free.
Yeah. So
I love Google. That's where all of my photos are backed up to.
Any of our papers and stuff that you see that we get out here that are very professional looking, they're all in Docs and Google so that the production staff can use them. Like, we gotta have a place to drop these guys. So Hubby goes, well, that's easy.
Google.
Awesome.
And it's so easy to file share because everybody has a Gmail account. Everybody. So it's just.
I was
click,
one of
click,
the original
boom.
ones.
I have one, but I don't use it.
I use
my
Google
Yahoo
across
more than anything.
all platforms,
Me too.
and that's
I
how
use it
I
to
do
sign
the
in here.
updates for Animal Crossing stuff that I have. And
See, and I'm
every
a
time I
Yahoo
update
user,
it
so-
automatically updates the link.
Yep.
In Discord.
I'm a Yahoo user. Sorry.
You're a Yahoo.
I was for
Yahoo's
a long
still
time.
Open?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yahoo's still open.
That was my very first email address. Was Yahoo.
Yahoo was my first one. I remember asking my grandfather if I could check my email at his house, and he told me no, because it was specifically for his location. And I'm like, 20-some years ago. Okay, boomer.
I even have
it's a website that I could have gone on to, but okay.
I even have one
you know.
Hotmail account.
I had
did
Hotmail.
too. I had a Hotmail account once.
I still have a Hotmail account.
That was for my group that would go around the state camping. So.
Right. I mean,
You got mail.
I have an email account, but it's attached to my son's. So, the one I have for my YouTube is a Gmail account. So, I mean, I do have one of each, so it's not a big deal. But I don't use them on Yahoo.
I think I
my
deleted
main one for,
everything
like,
off
my
of them,
mail.
so if there's anything on it, it's spam.
Yeah, mine is mainly, Yahoo. That's what I use. I've used
My
it
mom
forever.
uses MSN. The Microsoft.
I had one of those years ago.
I don't have one of those.
thing.
I don't have one.
Because
That's
she
one I
can't
don't
figure it
have.
out, so I have to come over and I have to figure it out again because that's something I use all the time.
Yeah.
I hate their website. It is so not nice. It is not an easy thing. It's not intuitive at all. It's
I gotta
crazy.
drink my shake.
I have about 2 Gmail accounts that I use regularly. I've got my personal, and then everything related to Mama Chris.
Mm-hmm.
I have 5.
I have 4.
I kept forgetting all the login stuff. So I've got me. This is where all my bills, all my personal, all the kids' email stuff, and then I've got all the things related to the Mama Chris and her smutty book. Because if my husband ever has a reason to go log into my email, he does not need to read about dragons and orcs and werewolves and.
Dragons, orcs, werewolves, and their penis and vajayjays.
The vajayjay.
Dragons have 2. Just saying.
Well, that is one too many.
That's one too many.
Depends on who you are.
I was gonna say, to each his own, man. To each his own. I think everybody's sleeping today.
I know.
Nobody's in the
Little poo-poo heads. That's
well.
okay. I almost put tarot down for today, not thinking.
Ha! That would have been that would have been every single week in a row.
Keep wanting to put it on Saturday instead of Sunday. Isn't that weird? It's just weird.
I know
Jellybean
woke up with an unexpected visitor this morning.
Yes,
so
surprise!
She's going to be
she gets it like I do whenever it feels like it.
Yeah, she's probably going to be tired for a little while, but I mean, she rocked it out yesterday. She did 3 shows too.
3 shows?
I think she did all 3 last night.
Yeah,
she did. She got on all 3 shows yesterday.
She did.
Yeah, I had a little distraction during Rabbit's show, so that's why I wasn't doing
Was it
very
cute
well at my
and
games.
about this big and big cheeks and
Yeah.
He's got the smoochy cheeks.
He's at his Grammys this morning.
I am
He's
so
over there
glad that I
today.
don't get that urge to go, I want one. I want to cuddle you, I want to kiss you, and then I want to yeet you back to your parents.
Me too. Kids have always loved me. I've always babysat and helped take care of kids. But honestly, I'm probably going to get hate for this. I don't like kids. I don't
mine. Either.
Don't get me wrong. I love mine, which includes all of yours because you're my family and stuff. But people's kids drive me crazy and they're evil little imps.
Mm-hmm.
You can watch any horror movie with a kid in it. That stuff is scary as shit.
Yep.
Just,
yep. I like the family babies, but
I was actually, Vixie, and I apologize because I did not type in chat yesterday. I was at your show, but I was babysitting Milo because they had went to the new Super Mario movie.
Oh yeah. My
So
little one went to that.
that's why I didn't type in chat. I had you pulled up, but I was not in chat because every time I would try to type in chat, he was reaching over, and I'm like, no.
Milo, like, I push button.
Yeah.
You know, push a button. I push a button.
Well, no, he's gotten now where he'll put his fingers on the screen and just move everything.
Because it moves.
Like,
yeah,
it's like, no.
Well, my daughter, when I had this laptop, first of all, I think this laptop was hubby's first before it was mine. And I had to put books behind it so that the screen wouldn't fall back.
Mm-hmm.
And then Esme pulled the Q key out of the keyboard.
I love her name.
Esme? She's named after Granny Weatherwax.
I was gonna say it's probably not Twilight, but I absolutely
those were
love
funny
that.
movies.
Terry Pratchett's Discworld. Esmeralda Weatherwax.
Discworld. And she was like the head witch.
Yeah.
I love that name because it sounds so classic.
Do you know what it means?
But so modern at the same time.
Right.
It means siren.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, Nyx means siren. Emerald. We were gonna call her Esmeralda. We were gonna call her Esmeralda.
Esmeralda Nyx.
That's a mouthful.
Well, she would have. We just call her Esme because Esmeralda Nyx means Emerald Queen of the Sirens, and I really liked it. It. Hubby. And I told Hubby he got to choose. The first one, I knew what our oldest name.
We bowed the pressure from our mothers and named her Esme Marie, which means adored mother.
Yeah, adored mother.
Yeah.
But she was our second because I told Hubby I have to name the first kid if it's a boy. He said, okay. I said, since I was 11, I knew I was going to have a Sebastian Scott. I just knew it.
Right.
So that's what his name is, Sebastian Scott. And I don't spell it right because I don't like Sebi. I don't like that nickname. I don't like it at all. Sorry if anyone, but I don't. That was a lot of our choice too. What kind of nickname will come out of this? No, we're not doing that.
Right.
I like William, but I don't care for Will, and I don't care for what's the other one? Bill.
All Bills are a dick. I'm just saying. William, great name. Absolutely wonderful name. Everybody who's a Will is funny and sweet, and they're just your bestest friend. But if you choose Bill as your nickname, you're just an asshole. Every Bill I've ever met is an asshole.
My uncle's
every Bill that I met is an asshole too. I have to give them money every fucking month.
Who? Oh, Bills. Okay. So that was cute. I'm sorry I missed it. It took me a minute. I think I was watering my goldfish or something.
I got about 5 bills I gotta give money to every month. Fuckers. I hate you.
My daughter, and I was hoping to do this, but my husband and I, we had to decide, and my thing was I always wanted to have a daughter named Hope Marie.
That's nice.
So, but his daughter that passed away when she was little, her middle name was Marie. And I figured, okay, Marie's going to be a middle name. We'll just do Marie. Well, then when we found out we were having twins, my husband and I were like, okay, what name can we come up with that'll work for her and for him? Right. So then we ended up with Marie Nicole and Michael Nicholas. Well,
I like both of those.
Right. And then when they started school, their initials were the same.
Mm-hmm.
So then they were trying to, the school, they're trying to figure out how are we going to do this? Because the systems then were computerized and trying
big
to
computers that take up rooms.
right, but they were well, that's the way I was when I was in school. But they were like, how do we do these emails when they're same initials? How do we do this? And they finally figured it out and whatnot. It took them a little bit, but they got it all figured out. And then my mother, in her infinite joking wisdom, all three of my kids have nicknames.
So do mine.
And my oldest is called Bag, B-A-G, because those are his initials. My middle son his name is Waylon, and his middle name is James.
I like Waylon.
But I don't spell it the W-A-Y-L-O-N. It's W-E-Y-L-I-N.
Cool.
So that's a little different. And then, of course, I have Marie and Michael. Well, with the twins, my mom was always calling them M&M. How are M&M doing? And my daughter,
bring me my M&Ms.
My daughter hates it. Oh my God, she hates it so
I'm
much.
sure she probably got it in school.
No, actually, they didn't get it in school. It was just from my mom. And my mom, she'll call my middle son Weejay. She calls him Weejay. I mean, she calls him Waylon now because he's obviously older. He's like 27. But when he was little, it was Weejay. Well, then when Milo was born, it's MJ because it's Milo J. And so she calls him, and she'll call him Milo. She won't call him MJ. And I'm like, you came up with nicknames for everybody else. Why won't you call him MJ?
My cousin, I hadn't seen him since he was like 14, and we were both adults at this time in our 20s. And I said, Timmy! He looked at, that's Mr. T.
My dad, when him and my mom were naming my younger siblings, my brother came along first, and he didn't want a junior. He did not want another Patrick Keith coming around because everybody called him Patty. Like the old Irish, P-A-D-D-Y. So when my sister came along, she was the one named after him. Patricia? Okay. Yep. And she went by Patty for a number of years and then switched it as she became an adult to Trish.
Yeah, that's normal.
Right.
All my kids have nicknames. The oldest is Booger Snot, but mostly Booger. Is what we call him. My girl is Doodlebug, and she will not accept anything but Esme or Doodlebug. Those are the only two things you can call her. And then I call
that's a Boogie Snot.
Boogie Snot. And our youngest I call Little Man. Little Man, what are you doing?
Right. My other one of my other grandsons is called Little Man because he's my oldest son, and yeah.
I call our youngest.
Kathy has always been
Buddy.
Doodle.
You call what? Liam what?
Buddy.
Oh, Buddy. Not what I heard.
Cassie's always been Doodle or Sassy, and Elliot has been my Bubby or my Bubbylicious Bubby Butt. He would giggle so much because you get like right underneath the armpits across the ribs.
Milo's that way right now.
We had this goofy little song, and I was the coolest thing in the entire world.
Of course you were.
Yeah,
and now I'm cool because I'm on YouTube. They love to pull up the videos, and I said, you're not allowed to repeat anything you hear.
Yeah,
but my mom's on YouTube. You're
Milo
a famous
Bubby.
YouTube star.
I wish we were famous.
Yeah, we call Milo Bubby, or I do. He's my Bubby. And he's at that stage where he's ticklish underneath the armpits and in between the legs, on the bottom, and it's so funny. And he's learning the new sounds with his tongue, so that's been interesting.
That's good.
I love that
thing, and it's so funny to listen to him.
He's trying.
Don't let him watch Frozen anytime soon.
I know. with my name growing up, it was, they never knew how to pronounce it, my real name. And everybody's like, why can't you, and it's like, I was named after my great aunt. I mean, I can't help it, And of course, my middle name is just totally, there's two parts to it, but I go by Jean in the middle name mostly. Some of my people that I know on like different games, that's what they call me, is Jean, because that's what I put in there for them to call me. And so, but I kind of on my duet with Munster for the thing. I don't know if anybody's seen it. You'll have to
I haven't been on
go to
TikTok
my page.
for a while.
You might have to go to my page. I duetted Munster because he did a video of me actually beating him on Mario Kart last week.
How cute!
I won Mario Kart yesterday.
You did?
You need to go look at it. It's hilarious. Because I told him, he was after me all week long. When are you going to do your duet? When are you going to do your duet? I said, Munster, I just now get time to settle down.
Give me a break, boo.
Give me a hot minute.
I just sat down for the 10th time all week.
And he was like, I wished you'd have ragged on me more. And I said, but you only gave me 15 seconds. I had to plug YouTube. I had to plug the channel first. So I did. I plugged the channel for Sunday Night Mario Kart. So hopefully some people get to see it. I know my duets aren't doing real well, but...
Duets never do. They suppress them.
Some of them. There are some that I can get over 100 views on.
Yeah, some of my verified people usually.
If it's Jellybean and I average 50 views.
Yeah, mine 50 to 70.
Yeah.
I do one with Myrtle and... compared to my other views.
But they don't know me as Myrtle. They know me as Miss Kitty. So,
I know. It took me a while, actually.
Yeah. So
okay.
when I did the video, I said something. I said, "You see that name up there? That's me. This is Myrtle on YouTube. Come check us out, or something." Anyway, you'll have to go to my page and find it. It's not very far down, because I just posted it earlier this week. And he was like, "I wish you'd have ragged on me more." And I said, "We'll do a 1-minute video, and I will."
I think we just found our newest commercial for Mario Kart Night.
Very much possibility.
You found it. Yeah, you can play it if you want, Chris, so that everybody can hear it.
I don't know how well this microphone.
It might not transfer over.
Sound. Like,
you can try it and see. And
if I go outside, it picks up every sound of the wind. Every sound. Jellybean goes, go back inside. Go back inside. I'm like, okay.
No.
Like bad ASMR.
I don't know what it is. I can't do ASMR.
It drives me crazy. I don't like it.
Yeah,
it kind of freaks
me out.
Some
of it's okay, but it depends on the mood I'm in.
Makes the hair on the back of
the
my
last
neck
3 years, I am so sensitive to sound that twitch in the eyeball.
ASMR affects me like chalkboards.
Yes.
I think it depends on which ASMR they're doing. I meing, it depends on what they're doing for it.
If they're doing something that I think is neat, I just turn off the sound.
Yeah.
Because I want to see what they're doing.
It's like the one where you see them, and I know I've come across them on my pages, where they're cleaning the rugs. With the high
I love watching
stuff.
that. No music, though.
Those, yeah. I even like the sound on them. That one I like. Those I don't mind. But there's also one, it's not an ASMR, but it's this guy who goes around cleaning up sidewalks.
Yes, I like that one too. Oh my god.
And the yard work and all that.
For free.
Yeah, for free. Yeah, it's S&B
It's amazing.
It's like
the looks on people's faces, like you're doing it for. He goes, I just want to help you out, dude. Just want to help you out.
Right.
The one I saw last night, he found a driveway. They didn't think they had a driveway, and he found a driveway.
Yeah, the one I just recently watched was a sidewalk where they couldn't realize there was still a sidewalk even there.
Yeah, same thing, I think.
Yeah, it could have been, but
it was really interesting.
I don't mind watching those and having the volume up. That that I could get used to.
Yeah.
The kids every now and then they'll turn on like thunderstorms on the YouTube, just let them go for Milo to sleep with, the rain and stuff. And every now and then you'll get a loud bang, and it's like, oh God, because it's like a thunderbolt or whatever. Usually they shut the door pretty much so I don't hear a lot of it. But and then there's other times like today where it's raining and it doesn't bother me. But if I'm trying to sleep and you do that, I think my machine's gonna go off. I think, oh God. Like we're gonna lose power and my machine's gonna turn off. And usually when my machine turns off, I wake right up. So it's like the other night I had to shut the door because I was like, no. My brain is saying, no, you can't go to sleep because your machine's gonna turn off.
So what are you doing today, Rabbit, at 2:00?
I am doing at 2:00 today.
You gotta look at his
Light Valley.
Okay.
I will probably join you. I have to have Scrooge McDuck be my bitch for the next couple of hours and level up.
Yay! I gotta make breakfast soon. I'm pretty excited.
Hubby's playing with buttons. Made me jump.
I'm actually not doing anything today. I don't have Milo today, and nobody around here. I mean, they'll pop in for lunch and stuff, but I'm not going to do anything today. I need a day to relax after the week I've had. So
I know that feeling. I'm going to do the laundry and the dishes. Those are my projects for today. My laundry and my dishes, and in between, run around with Scroogey McDuck and make him.
I think I have a total of like 5 items in my sink. So no, I'm not doing dishes today. But no, and I
rinse everything out when we're done with it, but
that's what we do.
If it can't go in the dishwasher right away, it doesn't get washed until my day off. I do not have the spoons to fight with the 8-hour job and the mommying of the children and
Bye, Rabbit.
All of the dishes at the same time. So
yeah, and usually my morning routine requires I get up, do what I need to do in the mornings first thing. And then I do dishes, and if I have laundry to do, I start it. By then, Milo's awake, or they're awake getting ready to go to work, so then I have to take him until his other grandma gets here. And then we just tag team babysit, so that's how it works. Because she usually has morning meetings and things like that, because she does a lot of it from home and whatnot. So she just brings her stuff and stays over here. But today will be my day to just keep my feet up and go from there.
Yeah, my big work day this week is going to be Monday because I'm going to clean my brushes and at least get some of my wigs ready to use because I'm planning on doing cosplays this week, not just makeup.
Well, because you didn't do makeup table this week,
I know.
I did. No, and I went ahead and did. I posted a picture. So I went ahead and did more duets. Finally, TikTok got off the button, and I ended up having to redo a few videos because they did an update, and it took all the. I'd go to my drafts. They wouldn't move.
A lot of people were saying when I was flipping through yesterday that this happened to everybody. I'm like,
yeah, it was like a big glitch, and then they turned around and did another update within 24 hours.
That was the fix for the glitch.
That was the fix, yeah. But I had put a couple under only me, so I ended up having to redo them because they would play but no sound.
Right.
So I was like, shit, I gotta do this again. Which is no big deal, just different makeup, whatnot.
Right.
So now I can go to my only me and delete those, and that way, because I just got them in my drafts. But I ended up with 50 drafts. Because once they did the second update, the ones that I had previously done that were still there actually work now.
Oh, cool.
So I'm like, so I didn't have to redo a lot of them. Just
0 drafts right now.
Right. Well, and you
mine are always hit or miss whether the sound stays with my voice or it looks like a cheesy Japanese movie.
Yeah. I have to say that the one thing about Likey is they had the best editing suite. I could make all kinds of transition videos and stuff with it. TikTok's a lot harder, not as friendly.
I noticed a lot of people are using that CapCut.
Yeah, CapCut. I use KindMaster.
Is that? Yeah,
I'm worried about downloading a new one just based off of everybody. Yeah, they're all doing that like transition young into old, and I'm like, I need somebody more techie than me to tell me whether or not it's a good thing or it's just gonna
for what on my phone. Download what?
The one she was just saying. If you scroll through your
CapCut,
for you in the last little while, you're seeing all these cute couples. And
then it pans across
transitions from young to old.
Yeah.
But it's an outside app, which I'm very surprised TikTok has it as an ad on their platform because they've been wanting everything to stay within TikTok.
Yeah.
You know,
hey,
they
Chrissy.
don't want you doing all your other stuff outside and bringing it in. So.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
or the other one is this. Something called Reel app or whatever.
Reels.
It's like some of them book sites where you get a chapter and then your coins. Well, it keeps showing me snippets of this little movie going along, and it's like I want to see it. I really, really do, but I'm not getting sucked into your app where you're going to make me pay with credits and coins and.
Right.
But I want to know what happened.
KindMaster is my favorite suite, and I can't get rid of it. I've tried other ones, and I just like KindMaster so much. And you can use it without paying for it, but I like to have all the gizmos.
Right.
So I think I pay like $5.99 a month for it.
Yeah, but that's not bad,
I use it. I mean, everything you see on here is edited.
If you use it, then it's good. But if you don't, then, you know.
It's one of those necessaries. It's like Stripe.
Right. And that's my thing. You know, I'm fine with doing things the way I am now. I wish I could do that. I wish I had the money to be able to do those things. But I just don't. And it's like, so I do with what I do what I can with what I got. You know, it's typical, you know. And that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that once I get this stuff going that I've got started, that I'll be able to do things better for TikTok, and not have to worry about, can I stand? Can I do this? Can I, move around? Things like that.
I stand with you, Myrtle. We will be using the tiki-taki editing stuff because we can.
Well, I've been using KindMaster for 6 years now, I think. So I'm just so used to it.
Yeah.
And for the longest time, I didn't pay for it. I just used it.
Well,
for editing and stuff.
With my mobility issues at this point, it's hard. And just standing, for me right now is killing me. So when I do babysit, it's usually from my chair, and that's what you guys see me do the makeup table, is from my chair. But it's hopefully, knocking on wood, that'll change soon. So.
Okay,
and
Chris,
I do need to talk to you too.
Okay, but here's what we do with the Milo. They've got these cute little animal backpacks. And they just snap on the little man. They're cute. They're animal. Yes, but they're animal backpacks, and they got a little plastic clippy thingy on the back. Yep. So then you go and you get the retractable. And you clip it to the Milo. And then he run and he run and you go, eek! But make sure there's lots of pillows around so when they flop on their butt, they're protected.
He is at a point where he sits up on his own now.
That's awesome.
And he'll fall over on his belly and stuff, and he does all that.
That's good.
He will scoot backwards. He hasn't figured out forwards yet.
Forwards is hard. It's scary.
Yeah. He could get up on all fours, provided he's on solid floor, but usually there's a blanket or something on the floor. He definitely is getting the momentum because he can push his feet. He knows how to push forward.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and we had our first tooth pop through yesterday.
Oh,
but it went back down. So, so we're teething definitely.
Mm-hmm.
He will be 8 months on the 22nd. So.
Oh wow, that's early for teeth, isn't it? It seems early.
No, that's right about right.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Usually 8
to 12 months is usually perfect. Anything before the 8-month marker, you got to watch them because if they get them too early, they could have dental problems. But 9 months is.
My kids swallow theirs. I never know when they have them. I just see them.
Be cautious with Oragel with him teething.
Mm-hmm.
A friend of mine, because of the active ingredient in it, with her son, it was tightening the gums. So it took forever for them to cut through because it was keeping the pain down. But as soon as she had stopped using it, he got like 6 teeth through in a matter of a week.
Wow.
So he was teething, but like Oragel's not a bad thing, but like any other medication,
they only
use it when needed, not.
Right. They use it, and he usually only complains at night.
Yeah, and that's when I use it. I use the baby Oragel at night.
And they only use it once. Got his first tooth at 4 to 5 months. Yeah. But they only use it at night, but they also use the Tylenol in combination.
Yeah.
So that he can actually sleep, because otherwise he doesn't sleep. And then Mom and Daddy don't get
say they'd rather
sleep
birth a baby than have tooth pain. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tooth pain is bad. People don't understand.
I don't have none. Mine are all gone.
I'm getting rid of most of mine. But I have like no back teeth at all.
I'm done. I had all
the
mine
reason
pulled,
I know my jaw is so strong is because the last time I got one pulled, the dentist let me know that I would be a perfect candidate for permanent dentures. I said, will you give me fangs?
He's like, no.
No, he will.
Yeah.
I like him. He's a crazy doctor. He's from Sweden. I like him a lot.
And
he's a plastic surgeon too.
With my RA, I would have to have just the regular dentures. There's no way to put in a permanent because of my RA.
Yeah, see, all they have to do is pump me full of like 4 bags of platelets, and I'm good to go.
Yeah, no.
Just to get my platelets up high.
Right.
I'm just gonna sit over here with my glowing cat ears, and yeah.
No, you're fine.
My teeth started. I don't have rotten teeth; they're just disintegrating, like turning to sand.
Mm-hmm.
Because
you had 3 babies that sucked everything out of you,
and I have thrombocytopenia purpura, so that does it too.
People get so mad when you call those tiny little humans parasites.
They are though,
but
they're inside.
They are feasting off of another life form.
Yes.
Yep. For 9 months, they are parasites.
Yep. Sure enough.
It doesn't stop. Then they turn into hemorrhoids.
They do.
And ulcers.
And you can't just clamp them off or use an ointment and make them go away.
And they always want to eat. I fed them yesterday. No, I'm kidding.
I'm hungry, but I'm not tired.
We're dealing with that with my youngest right now. Oh my God, I can't get him to sleep for the life of me.
My daughter ended up getting sent home from work early yesterday because she would stand there at the register. She's a cashier. And every time she turned around, she was sneezing. Okay. She did not literally, she did not sneeze before she got pregnant like she is now.
Oh, wow.
She got pregnant. Within a month of her getting pregnant, she would sneeze 4 to 5 times every 5 minutes. And it has not stopped.
Oh, man.
It has not stopped.
For me, that was tail end pregnancy when the body was starting to go we're getting close to the end zone. Let's start, prepping and
breakfast and stuff.
But even since she's had
I had a runny nose.
But
that was always end of the third trimester stuff for me, and
they
don't like it when you're in retail and you've got runny nose.
Right.
They're like, well, you're sick. I said, no, I'm pregnant.
Right.
There's no pill. There's no
This is this.
Right, but it's continued. And so she told me, she said, I'm going to call Monday. I'm going to schedule an appointment. Yes, I know they're going to want to allergy test me. I understand that. Because that's what she thinks it is. Well, she made the mistake of taking more Benadryl as she should have yesterday. So she was pale white, sleepy, sneezy, the whole 9 yards. Well, then her nose started to run.
She was all 7 dwarves at once.
Yeah.
All of them.
So they went ahead and went to the movie. They came home. Milo was ready for bed because I kept him up. Because normally about 6 o'clock he gets a nap. And I kept him up because I'm like, you're not going to bed till your parents get home. That way you'll sleep.
Yeah.
And this morning she sounded better. She still didn't feel much better, but she was, she's not running a fever. Yeah. She doesn't run a fever with it. She just sneezes constantly. We gave up on saying God bless you because that doesn't work. And the Benadryl does help, but not, totally. So I think she's going to have something stronger, and that's why she's like, I'm going to go ahead and set up an appointment.
Flonase or something.
That's what I use.
I asked her about trying that, and she's like, I wish I had the money for it. I said, well, I wish you did too. Yeah.
I have one in my purse, but that's for I have all kinds of weird stuff in my purse. I don't carry a purse. I carry a backpack. Let's be honest. And I carry my inhaler, my Flonase, and Benadryl. And I haven't ever had to use them, but just in case.
Right.
They're there. And I had 2 of them in the package when I got them because they were on sale at Sam's Club. And I wrote on them with a Sharpie. I have no idea what I wrote on them. I can't read it anymore.
What, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
Things that may help her until she can see doctor. Saline nasal sprays, neti pot, using a humidifier.
That's true.
Avoiding any known allergens. Using an air purifier. Because, we're in that season of all the way across the country, allergies.
She has one in her room.
Exercising regularly or eating a diet rich in vitamins.
We think that maybe she's allergic to Milo, actually. Unfortunately,
that would be terrible!
But that is a thing, though. That is a thing. I mean, I've heard of it.
Well, what the thing said is, pregnancy, everything, swelling increases, and, you're more sensitive to, but, I looked up some home remedies that might.
Yeah, and we've done all that.
Because it's hit or miss on what you can and cannot take.
Yeah, and that's the thing. So that's why I said she's going to call Monday and set up an appointment and try to get tested and whatnot.
The worst thing it could probably be is a deviated septum.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst. But probably it might just be dried out.
But she doesn't.
Now they're trying to tell us that Tylenol is bad for us.
I know. They have that thing.
I can't take Tylenol
all
anyway.
For 50 years that Tylenol is the only thing we can take.
Yeah.
And now they're trying to say that if you took Tylenol during your pregnancy, you can sue if your children have.
Yeah. I get those all the time, and I'm like, shut up.
My brother went through chemo and radiation. And they're also trying to say that he suffers from fetal alcohol syndrome.
Okay.
That actually all 4 of us may have a touch of fetal alcohol syndrome. And my stepmom has never liked my mother. So she was trying to... And I snapped back at her. I said, look, were you an adult in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s? She goes, no. I said, were you a medical professional in the 70s, 80s, and early 90s? She goes, no. I said, back then, your doctor would recommend that you drink a beer, a glass of wine. They would tell you that on occasion it was completely okay to have, in moderation, adult beverages.
Right.
Not knowing that even in mild use, it could have an effect. Because the way my doctor told me, he goes, I can't tell you yes or no. Just as every body metabolizes differently, every fetus metabolizes differently.
Yep.
So I said, before you bash a person for their children possibly having fetal alcohol syndrome symptoms, stop and think about what the medical professionals were telling these mothers.
And think about even earlier than that. In the 50s, women were smoking at the bar when they're pregnant.
They were smoking at the bar. They were getting trashed. Like, they thought that fetal alcohol syndrome was just caused if you were a constant drunk.
If you were a drunk, But then again, that was a lot of self-medicating.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
I mean, look at the cough medicine they would give you back then. It was cocaine, alcohol, and God only knows what else.
Pure alcohol, a little bit of sugar.
Coca-Cola. There's a reason everybody liked Coca-Cola.
I was watching something from the 50s, and she said, and the woman said, we need to get you a cocaine Coke. And I was like, pass it around. I honestly always thought that was.
There's a reason the traveling salesman medicine cured everything. Because you were high and drunk and couldn't feel shit. And he was long gone with your money by the time the symptoms arose.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, ladies.
It's time. Thank you for being
here. Let's go get some nummies.
It's time to eat some.
If you have a minute, Chris, you want to jump into Discord Lounge?
I'm sorry?
I was talking to Chris.
Oh, okay.
Is she frozen?
She froze?
Yeah, she frozen.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. I'll catch up with you.
All right, I was going to say we might have to notify her. Oh, there you are.
No, maybe. She's kind of glitchy. I'm going to jump into the lounge, Chris, if you can hear me. We can talk there.
Okay. Love you all. Have a great day.
So
we'll see you tonight. Bye-bye. It is by will alone that I set my mind in motion. It is by the juice of Java that thoughts acquire speed, the lips acquire stain, the stains become a warning. It is by will alone I set my mind in motion.
Oh Lord, give me coffee to accept the things I cannot change. The extra espresso shot to change the things I can. And one more cup so I can tell the difference. Grande.
Hail, coffee full of cream, caffeine is with thee. Blessed art thou amongst the beverages, and blessed is the result of thy consumption, wakefulness. Holy coffee, color of mud, be there for us workers, now at the hour of our commute, so must it brew.
Caffeine is my shepherd, I shall not doze. It maketh me to wake in green pastures. It leadeth me beyond the sleeping masses. It restoreth my buzz. It leadeth me into a path of consciousness for its name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of addiction, I fear no equal, for thou art with me. Thy cream and thy sugar, they comfort me. Thou preparest a carafe before me in the presence of Juan Valdez. Thou anointest my day with pep, my mug runneth over. Surely richness and taste shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of Duncan forever.
Good morning, Planet Flipside. How about you this morning? We saved you a seat. May your coffee cup runneth over, and may your day be magical.